Okay, guys, let's go. Let's go. All right. Omar Poyo, if I pronounce your name correctly, raised a question. So, Omar, what was your question?
Just 1 second. I have to go back to the email and see what I sent you. But uh, basically, you answered all the questions, so it was really hard for me to like know what to answer.
Okay. I'm going to bring up the questions and answer one of them so that you can see what exactly we are talking about. All right.
Eastville wasn't given, so I don't know where to find that answer.
Israel was given. It's there.
Oh,
Let's see. Eastville is a dummy variable. You get it? Eastville is a dummy variable. So the value of Eastville is 0. All right. So let's pull up the question, and I'm going to share the screen. I'm going to share the screen. All right. So this is the screen, and it shows the questions. All right. And as you can see, we have model number 1. You see this? Do you see the models? You see what is the coefficient of determination for model number 1? Do you see that? Hello, guys.
yes.
Okay, please. I wanna know that somebody's there. All right. So this is model number 1. That is the model equation. Okay. And according to this, Eastville is 0. Eastville has a value of 0. So as a dummy variable, you're not going to see it in the model equation. What you're going to see in the model output is Appleville, which is 1, which has a value of 1. Okay. So if you are evaluating this model, you have to put a 0 here for Apple. So instead of 5759, you make this a 0. Did you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening, but
Yeah, just tell me yes that you're hearing me.
it's because I'm driving. Sorry.
Well, I mean, I think you need to stop. You need to pull over.
All right, sir.
Okay. Yeah, you look at the model, you see that where you see Apple, if the question is about a house located in Eastville, and so when you see the apple, you just put a 0 there. That's what it means. You get the point now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So here you're predicting a, let's look at here, say, but again, the questions here, using the results of model 2, what would you predict to be the price of a house that is 15 years old, no basement in Eastville? So that's 0. Is that correct? All right. gas type heat, 3 bedrooms and 1,500 square feet. So when you get to Apple here, when you plug in the numbers, this will be a 0. All right. So any other question?
I don't have a question. I didn't.
Well, because what I announced is that I'm going to review what do you call it, homework number 10, because some students, like Omar was, having some issues with it. And so I said that what I'm going to do today is to review it.
Yeah, are you gonna post a video of this after it's done?
Yeah.
This live?
Yes, of course, I'll post the video.
All right.
I'll post this video.
I hadn't been able to get the chance to do this homework number 10 because I like felt ill.
Okay.
So,
The video, you also need to look at the video from last week.
all right.
Okay. The video from last week is posted. So you just go to the announcement and see it posted. And you can go and review that and also review what we just said here today. It's up here on the screen for you. And you can just use it. Now, let me use this opportunity to answer one of the questions. Okay. You say, using model number 2, test the hypothesis that the price of a house changes significantly and in what direction. So let's highlight, okay, the questions you're supposed to ask: changes significantly and in what direction if the house has electrical heating system. All right. Okay, so the model equation is right here. And it says Z statistics in brackets under the slope. Okay, this is model number 2. And so I put up model number 2 here. So this is model number 2. And so this is the model. And that model equation here comes from the printout here. You see model number 2. So you use these numbers. These are the numbers that make up that equation. All right. These are the numbers. Let me do it differently. Okay. So this is where you get the numbers from. And those are the numbers that we have right here. 8410.525 plus 42.9097 times size minus 1081 times age plus 6089 times Apple, if the house is in Apple Valley. If the house is in Eastville, then this becomes a 0. Okay. So we want to test the hypothesis that there's a significant difference. Excuse me. We want to test the hypothesis that a house that has electrical system has a significant effect on the price. Okay. So electrical system is a dummy variable. Now, if a house has electrical system, you can see that the sign of the coefficient for electrical system is negative. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if the sign is negative, that means that houses, there's a disadvantage for a house that has an electrical system, because houses with electrical systems, they sell for a lower price. That is why it has a negative effect on the price. And it makes a lot of common sense, because houses that are heated with electrical system are more expensive to heat. Your electric bill is going to be very high. So it's easier to heat with gas. So now the next question then is this estimation here, does it indicate, does this estimation indicate that this effect of electrical heating system is significant? And the answer is very simple. What you have to do is to state your hypothesis. The null hypothesis is that B is equal to 0 for electrical system. That is to say, having electrical heat system has no significant effect on price. That's what you do.
Your voice went down, Professor. I can't really hear no more.
Okay, you state the null hypothesis. Okay, you state the null hypothesis that B is 0, which means that this slope here is 0. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Okay, you're saying that this slope here, is not significantly different from 0. Okay, because it is a statistical estimate. Okay, so it might actually not be significantly different from 0. And so you state your null hypothesis that B is 0 for electrical systems for this particular slope, which means that having electrical heating system has no significant effect on price of a house. Okay, all right. Now the alternate hypothesis is that B is not equal to 0. For electrical system. That is, having an electrical heating system significantly negatively affect the price of a house. All right. Now, we say significantly negatively affect because already we see the sign on the electrical system is negative, which means that if a house is heated with electrical systems, then it negatively impacts the price of the house. People have a lower preference for such houses, okay? Level of significance. Okay, let me say 0.025, which means that, again, you know how to look up a Z by now, Z star equals 1.96. All right, Z star is equal to 1.96. And so the decision rule if Z is greater than or equal to Z star, then that means we reject the null hypothesis that B for electrical system is equal to 0. Okay, we reject the null hypothesis that B for the electrical system is 0. So we are rejecting the null hypothesis that the heat system has no significant effect on price. All right, and what is Z? The Z here is 2.131, and Z star is 1.96.
Professor,
yes.
I got negative 2.1 3-1.
What I've said 1,000 times in this same class to ignore the sign.
Oh, sorry.
All right. You don't have to tell me sorry. It's just that you guys have to learn to remember things because you're not paying attention. All right. Ignore the sign. Ignore the sign of these calculations. Ignore the sign. You're using the absolute values. Okay. So from your observation now, would you reject the null hypothesis or would you not reject the null hypothesis? Yeah, tell me.
Reject the null hypothesis.
You reject the null hypothesis that what?
That having electric heat system has no significant effect on price of house.
Precisely. Precisely. You are rejecting the null hypothesis that having an electrical system, heat system has no significant effect on price, and therefore, what do you conclude? What do you conclude?
I conclude that
when you reject one thing, what do you accept?
The other. You accept that the
That's it. Because you have two choices here. If you reject the null hypothesis, that means you conclude that the alternate hypothesis is true. That is to say that having electrical systems significantly negatively affects the price of the house. That is your conclusion. That's it. And you can use this to answer all the other questions. You get it now? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. So if you get it now, you have any other question?
No.
Okay. All right. Ayodeji,
Yes, sir.
you have any questions?
No, I don't.
No, you don't? Okay, so I'm done. All right. Since you all have no other questions.
My questions is more like the homeworks that you said you would open.
Okay. And I opened them.
Open.
Which ones?
Let me. I have to go on my.
I'm gonna write them down now because I did open them. You just probably missed the deadline again, but I will open them again.
Okay, I will email you about it because my laptop
Okay.
is not even with me. I'm in class.
Okay. All right. Send me an email.
And also for the class that you helped us pick up, because that was you know the class you picked up, Mrs.
Oh, Finance 325. I sent everybody email. I opened the class. I will hold office hours tomorrow for you to ask your questions. Today I received some emails from Pearson to give me instructor access to the class. So I'm going to go there and see what everybody has done, and I'll make sure that everybody gets full credit.
Yeah, for sure. Because we already did some, and we missed some on that one. So it's like the ones that I did, I was asking if we would have to redo them because that was a lot of work. That's why I wanted.
Well, you would have to redo them. Yes, you would have to redo them.
You would have to redo them.
Yes. When I say no, when I say redo, if you already did it, then I'll just take your grade. If you haven't done it, I will open it so that you can go and do it.
Okay, great. That's all I was because I thought you was gonna move the work to Blackboard. I'm like, oh, but we
no. If you already did the work, that's it. If you have not done it, I'll give you an opportunity to do it.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so for this one, what I need, I'll just email you the ones that I haven't done. Thank you so much, Professor.
Okay, then. That's it. Okay. Good night, guys.
What about the homework. What about the next one?
Already posted the next reading and homework. And we're gonna cover that whole syllabus. So next week, I'm going to do office hours that discuss how to do index numbers. And I'm going to also review the homework and how to go about it.
Okay.
All right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good night, guys.
Thank you so much, bro.
All right.